I don't know how I missed him. He just fell in the road right in front of me.
You all right there, sir?
I nearly ran him right over. Yeah, fine.
Right, so you were riding along with him, you say?
Yeah, and then Colin just went straight over.
Well, nothing hit him from behind or anything like that?
No, nothing hit him. We just came on.
Don't you think it'd be best sorting this out between yourselves?
I wouldn't be here if I thought that, would I?
But you weren't actually at your mother's house?
No, Mum's neighbour, Mrs Brett, phoned me, said Dave had been round pushing his weight about.
Dave Keegan's your brother, right?
Yeah.
Did he actually break into the house?
Just shoved his way in, then searched the place and took all Mum's cash.
You say your mother's in hospital, Mrs Walsh. Who let Dave in?
Brian, Mum's lodger. But he knows she wouldn't let him in the house.
Do you know how much money he took?
No idea. You'll have to ask Mrs Brett.
When your mother wouldn't have asked your brother to go and get the money for her?
Oh, leave it out. She hasn't spoken to him since Dad died.
Don't you think you'd better have a quiet word with him yourself, seeing as your mother's in hospital?
Look, are you going to do something or what?
All right. What's the lodger's name?
Brian Downey.
Brian Downey? How old is he?
Just a kid. 16, 17. Do you know him then?
Mrs Walsh, do you mind waiting here a moment while I go and check on something?
Suit yourself.
Let's get down to the hospital and phone his father.
Yeah, sure. But, can you tell me where Colin bought the bike?
I don't know. His dad went with him. I do know it was expensive, but his dad and me decided it was worth it to make sure he'd be safe. Sean would know where. They're both bike mad.
Brian Downey. Yeah, I've got him in Herfield Grange. But you say he was shown 3 months ago on the PNC as an absco?
Yeah. I wonder what he'd done to deserve Herfield Grange.
First came to attention when he was 15 for TDA, 3 cautions for other car crimes before case papers were sent to the CPS, all resulting in a string of not proceeded with. He seems to have divided his time between Sunhill and Barton Street.
Yeah, that's him. Mrs Walsh, we'll send someone down to your mother's house as soon as we had a chance to talk to Mrs Brett and Brian Downey.
It's Brian you're suddenly interested in, isn't it? What's he done?
Was he staying at your mother's house long?
A few months now. Why?
He's a juvenile, Mrs Walsh. Did it never occur to you someone might be looking for him?
Never thought about it. He's been fine with me, Mum. Like a little old couple they are together.
Yeah, devoted, is he?
Yeah, he is. As it happens, I'm grateful the way he's looked after Mum. Saved me a lot of bother.
I hate these family rows. Always ends up with them best of friends blaming us for poking our noses in.
It's probably all blown over by now, so we can just pick up Brian and get out of it.
Mother's little helper. Hardly how I'd have seen that waster.
This is it here, 37.
Right.
Not you.
Hello, Brian. You're nicked.
Laugh a minute, ain't you?
Can we come in, please? Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm W.P.C. Marshall. This is P.C. Garfield, Sunhill.
How do you do, dear? I'm Mrs. Brett.
Where did you get that from, then?
You can't do me for this. Miss Keegan give it to me.
Oh, she did. Marge thinks the world of Brian. She's been ever so poorly. She fell down and broke a hip about 2 weeks ago, and now she's developed pneumonia.
Mrs Brett, they're not here to discuss Mum's health.
Pneumonia's no joke at her age.
She could be dying and you ain't even been near the hospital.
But I'm here now, aren't I?
Because you think Dave's been ripping you off.
All right, Brian, that's enough. Could you tell me what happened, please?
Well, I just popped in to see Brian when Dave turned up. He shoved past us without saying a word.
And you saw him take some money, you say?
Well, Marge keeps a bit in the kitchen, but he found this roll of notes at the back of the drawer in her dressing table.
Could you guess how much there was?
The cheeky blighter counted it. £460. I told him she wouldn't want him to have it.
And what did he say?
He said she wouldn't have much use for it now. I said he was wicked.
Dave's a tosser. He messed up all her stuff. All her clothes and her bed. She's not dead yet.
Could I see upstairs, please?
Well, unless Colin had done some work on his bike himself and Sean says he hasn't, then I'd say the bike was a ringer.
A ringer?
It's where they make a bike over, Dad. Swap parts around to disguise the fact that it's stolen.
Unfortunately, not all bike parts are compatible, so some of the ringers are potentially lethal.
We bought Sean's bike the same place Colin got his.
And if Colin's bike's a ringer, then half the kids in school are riding dodgy machines.
Leave her stuff alone. The minute she's really ill, you're suddenly round it, all concerned.
Shut it.
You only care about what you can grab.
It won't do you any good. She's left the lot to Brian.
You're joking.
I witnessed Marge's will. Broke her heart when she found that Dave had turned your father's business over to the betting shop.
Mum's gone senile.
And you've never lifted a finger to help your mum ever. When she had that...
in, you lying old cow! Give you that, did she?
8-5 from Sierra Oscar.
Receiving.
8-5 receiving.
Herfield Grange confirmed they're ready to take Brian Downey.
OK, thanks, Polly. How did you meet Mrs. Keegan?
Social worker took us to this day centre to talk to the old people. I met her there.
How did you come to move in?
I just did. She didn't like being by herself and I could help her with things.
And that's it?
She didn't treat me like a kid all the time, like you lot.
You must have had something in common.
She taught me some great card games. Pinochle, Physique, Cribbage. Ones I bet you've never even heard of.
Can I help you?
Yeah, P.C. Quinnan, Sun Hill. Are you the owner?
Yes, Yardley's the name. What's up?
Yeah, a young lad riding a bike, purchased recently from this shop, has been involved in an accident. He's been quite badly hurt.
I always tell them to wear safety helmets. Traffic on these streets.
Yeah, except there wasn't another vehicle involved. The brake slipped off the rim of the front wheel and jammed into the spokes. Where'd you get your bikes from, Mr. Yardley?
Well, the kids all want something different. I have a supplier who assembles them to order.
And where is this supplier?
Watford. Yeah, he's in Watford.
Have you got the paperwork?
Of course. I keep it all at home.
At home?
Hmm.
Well, perhaps you could bring it all into Sun Hill. Where does he get his parts from? This supplier in Watford?
What are you implying?
Well, a lot of stolen bikes end up somewhere, Mr. Yardley. I'd like to check a few frame numbers up against the machines that have been reported stolen.
Sure.
Which video arcade did you dig him out of, then?
None. He's been living with an old lady called Mrs. Keegan, but she's now in hospital.
Fancy choosing him for company. In you come, then.
What's that?
Thanks for bringing him back.
You might try and hang on to him this time. Right. To the hospital, I suppose.
Don't fancy it much, do you?
Well, there's no point. The CPS will never touch it.
8-5 from Sierra Oscar. Receiving.
8-5 receiving. Go ahead, Polly.
George, Godwick Street, in the parade. The shopkeeper, Mr. Bowden, has made a citizen's arrest. Can you deal?
We were on our way to St Hugh's to take a statement from Mrs. Keegan.
That can wait, George.
Fine. On way.
In you go. George, Kathy, mind your head.
Shopkeeper here spotted Trevor trying to liberate this bike with a pair of bolt cutters.
You don't need us then, no?
Now the van's on its way.
Yeah, what are you two up to then?
Officer news to ask a woman who might be dying if she wants her son prosecuted for nicking her seeds.
Nice.
How did he get here?
Her grandson? He's a nice lad. They seem very close.
No, definitely not her grandson.
But she's quite clear in her mind, but the pneumonia has taken hold. She's losing strength fast, so I'd rather you don't take too long.
We'll try not to.
I have to go.
Thanks.
You can't come in here bothering her. It's not right.
You shouldn't be here.
She needs me.
Oh, what? One of the family now, are you?
Carly got you here. Can't she leave her mum in peace?
I wish we could.
Have you told her what's been going on?
Of course not. You're perverted, you lot.
Off your high horse. We're just doing our job.
Some job.
That's enough.
I'll wait out here with him.
No way.
Out here.
Mrs. Keegan.
Where's Brian gone?
It's all right, he's waiting outside. I'm W.P.C. Marshall, Sun Hill. Your daughter, Mrs. Walsh, asked us to have a word with you.
Carly?
This morning, Brian and your neighbour, Mrs. Brett, they witnessed your son, Dave, force his way into your house and take some cash.
He's been into my dressing table.
How much money did you keep in the house, Mrs. Keegan?
There's £400 in there. There's a bit more in the kitchen. Why didn't Brian tell me?
Did your son have any right to be in your house?
Did he push Brian around? I won't stand for that.
Did your son have any right to the money? Mrs. Brett thinks there might have been about £460.
No, of course not. What's Carly got to do with this?
Your daughter feels some action should be taken against your son. You may feel differently?
Always at each other's throats, those two. Oh, I don't care about the money. Dave's already had everything my old man left.
You don't want us to proceed any further, then?
I didn't say that.
You're not taking me back to Earthfield.
We've got no choice, mate.
Look, what if I promise to make my own way back? I've got to stay here. She needs me.
I can't do it. You're here without a pass, aren't you?
You're all the same.
You sure you want us to prosecute your son?
I don't want Dave thinking he can go upsetting Brian. I care about the lad. And there could be trouble when they find out what I've done. Everything goes to him, see? The house and all.
Mrs. Brett told us about your will.
My kids are both useless. My own fault. I spoiled them. They're both idle and selfish. But he's a lovely lad. All he needed was a bit of encouragement.
It's very generous of Mrs. Keegan, wanting to feel she's looked after you once she's gone.
You're the same as her kids. Money, money, money. You make me sick.
Don't know why we bother.
But I just don't want Dave and Carly on her back. Or mine. It's not her money I want. She's gonna snuff it, isn't she?
It's serious, yeah.
I've never seen anyone dead before. What's it like?
It's not easy. It's not how you expect.
I might never see her again.
Look, I'll have a word with the warden for you if you like. Come on.
Good afternoon.
Sir.
My name's Foster. I was with P.C. Quinnan earlier this afternoon. My son's friend came off his bike.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr. Foster.
Oh, hello, sir. May I have a word with you, please?
Yeah, sure. Just a minute. Yeah, you can just come through here, Mr. Foster. Take a seat.
Thank you. I heard from Mrs. Martin that Colin's going to be all right.
Oh, that's good news.
But it really shook me up, thinking how easily it could have been Sean who was hurt. So I decided to take Sean's bike back to the shop to have it checked.
Was it okay?
Well, Yardley said it was. But while I was there, a bloke delivered a pile of bikes. I took the registration number of his van.
It is very helpful, Mr. Foster. Thank you.
Well, it's a kid's safety. You just can't afford to neglect things these days.
Sure. Can you just hang on here a minute? I'll be straight back. Thanks.
Can't see you on a bicycle, Trevor. What about those bolt cutters? Bit organised, having them handy?
Look, if I tell you what I know, will you put in a word for me?
And you know we can't do any deals. You want to tell me something, it can be taken into consideration.
Oh, well, I'll tell you anyhow. I don't like the bloke.
Which bloke is that?
The one who's ripping me off.
How did he do that?
When he puts a word out, he'll pay for decent bikes. Then he only gives you 20 quid a time.
20 quid? That bike unit was worth at least 200.
I said I didn't like the bloke.
You didn't tell us his name either.
Mike Smart. He's got a workshop down by the railway.
Yeah?
David Keegan.
Yeah?
PC Garfield, W.P.C Marshall, Sun Hill. Can we come in, please?
What do you want? I'm busy.
Concerns the theft of some money from your mother's house this morning.
Oh, you're joking.
Can we come in, please?
But is held up at the back. However, giving back some awkward time for the first quarter mile. The pace being set by Zilzal. Then next to the rails, Tay Wharf covered up, and then Russian bomb.
What you on about?
You took some money from your mother's house this morning.
Who says so? Oh, I know. It's that slag of a sister of mine put you up to this. She would have to get busy.
David Keegan, I'm arresting you for burglary.
Me mother wants me nicked over a lousy bit of money.
You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
I don't believe this. She's dying, right?
Do you understand?
Yeah. I'd give her euthanasia right now.
You got the money, Mr. Keegan?
Yeah. Look, this is just stupid. It's family, right? It's between me and my mother. No one else.
Sure.
Sarge, the frame number on Colin Martin's bike is from a bike reported stolen about 2 months ago, although the descriptions of the bikes are different, so it is a ringer.
Right.
Yeah, and the van that made the delivery to Yardley's bike shop?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I've checked. It's not from Watford. It's registered to a Michael Smart here in Sun Hill.
That's the same bloke that was fingered by our bicycle thief.
Yeah, he must trawl in all the stolen bikes in the area, break them down, swap the parts over, sell them on as new customised machines to shops like Yardley's.
And kids like Colin Martin then pay full whack for them.
Man, I'm not safe.
I think we should have a look at Mr. Smart's workshop.
Right. Sign here, please.
Kathy, George. You've not had a very enjoyable day, I hear.
Oh, no, sir.
What do you think the appropriate course of action is in this case?
Well, with respect, sir, just to get shot of this family as quickly as possible.
I think I hear what you're saying, George. So a caution would be the best way of resolving the situation?
Yes, sir.
Right then, I'll tell our new sergeant.
Tea.
Will you bring Mr. Keegan along to my office when you're ready, please, Sergeant Steele?
Sir.
I've got the warrant for Smart's workshop.
Oh, great. I'll see who's available.
Yeah, we'll get over there and sort this one out.
Since you admit the offence of burglary, I am of a mind on this occasion to give you a caution. In the future, you must have more respect for both the property and the privacy of members of your family. And remember, it is not pleasant for the police to have to become embroiled in your family squabbles.
I didn't ask you to stick your noses in.
Be quite clear, Mr. Keegan, that the offence you have committed is burglary. And, quite obviously, your mother feels as strongly about this as I do.
She's off her rocker.
Do you agree to this course of action?
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Keegan. I am now formally cautioning you for this offence. Sign here.
Goodbye, Mr. Keegan. Mind how you go.
So it couldn't have been me.
Cry wants bodies for a ride in the workshop, turning out stolen bikes, ringers. You come in?
Yeah, we've wasted enough of our time tonight.
George, Cat? Had a call from a Mrs. Brett.
It's next door to a Mrs. Keegan. Apparently Mrs. Keegan's family are creating havoc. You better get over there straight away.
Terrific.
We'll stop you up for you, slag. Just for me.
Right. What's going on now, then?
I'm ever so glad you've come. It's terrible. Carly turned up about half an hour ago and started loading all Marge's things. Whatever's poor Marge going to say?
When did he turn up, then?
When I phoned you. They've been, the two of them, they've been going at it a hammer and tongs. It's far worse than it ever was before their dad died.
What about Mrs. Walsh? Did she break into the house?
She's always had a key.
Right. Oi! Listen, if you weren't such a lazy cow, that yobbo wouldn't be sponging off a mum in the first place.
And what have you ever done?
Listen, he's about to walk off with that house.
Even when we was kids.
Look, cut it out, the pair of...
Oh, look, just stay out of my business, right?
You just calm down, Mr. Keegan.
That's the van, Sarge.
Right. Open up, police.
Yeah?
Michael David Smart.
Yeah.
Have a warrant to search these premises. Inside, please. All right, that'll do. Thank you. I have reason to believe some of these bicycles are stolen. Michael Smart, I'm arresting you for receiving and handling stolen goods. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
You're not having that as well.
Sierra Oscar from 218 receiving.
Yes, George.
Assistance required. Wellesley Drive.
On its way.
That's enough, Mr. Keegan.
This street will never be safe as long as the likes of him are around.
Mrs. Brett.
And you're nothing but trouble. You couldn't even keep a husband, could you?
I've had you out too here. Mrs. Brett, you're not helping. Would you go back in your house, please?
Mrs. Brett.
Brian, I didn't see you, love. What's the matter?
She's gone.
Who?
Mrs. Keegan. I got there, she died. Oh. It's your fault. If you'd left her in peace, but you wouldn't.
You little thief, I'm gonna kill you.
Right, David Keegan, I'm arresting you for threatening and abusive behaviour. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Stuff you and stuff your house. All you had to do was go and see her.
I haven't even started on you yet. If you try and take what's mine, I'll break you.
Stop it, Mrs. Walsh.
I'll say you tortured her, held her prisoner, anything. Do you understand? It's not natural the way you was living with her.
Carly Walsh, I'm arresting you for theft. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Okay, Reg.
Right, George.
Take him in.
Hold your head down. Other side, straight over.
Go on, get him there.
I don't know. You two have had all day just to sort out a family round a 16-year-old absconder. You still can't manage without support.
Have you had me done?
You all right?
I'm back where I started, ain't I?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say you've come quite a long way.